Welcome everyone to a new tactics video on my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I'm going to show you the best way to play the 3-5-2 formation, which is a really good formation. Some say that it is the meta formation at this moment, but I see lots and lots of meta formations on YouTube, so everybody is guessing what I guess. So I don't like to use these terms because it's not the only formation that's working. Lots of formations are really good at this moment, but the 3-5-2, if you are playing it good, it can be a really good formation to get results, but it can also be a really good fun formation to use when you like to play attacking football, because you have 5 midfielders, of course, 2 strikers. So you can play really attacking with this, but also really defensive to get your results. So before I begin and show you the tactics and the instructions are really important in this one. And after that, I'm going to show you some examples from a match that I was playing in online seasons. Before I'm going to do that, I really wanted to ask you to drop a like if you think this video is useful. It will be really useful for me if you would leave that like. It will rank my videos higher on YouTube and help my channel to grow. And if you're new to the channel and want to find your way back really easy, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Alright, I'm using this with Paris Saint-Germain in online seasons, but you can also use it in Ultimate Team, of course, if you have similar players or better players. Of course, then you can use this as well, and maybe with other teams in online seasons, but I don't know exactly what teams are good to use this formation. I didn't try them out yet all. So Paris Saint-Germain is really good because they have amazing players, of course, but other teams, I don't know exactly, but you can try it out yourself, of course. All right. What is really important? To have 3 good center backs, to have 2 good central defensive midfielders, at least 1 fast striker. Mbappe is, of course. Then you can use on the left and the right midfielder. You can use wingers there, like Di Maria or like Neymar, but I choose to use the fullbacks like Hakimi and Bernard. I'm gonna switch some players first before I'm gonna show you why I choose these players. And yes, there it is. Verratti and Gueye, I changed them. All right, so we have 3 really good center backs: Marquinhos, Ramos, and Kimpembe. Kimpembe and Marquinhos are the fastest 2 of these, so I'm using them on the right and on the left side. Ramos is the slowest, so I'm using him in the center. Now we have 2 defensive midfielders, Gueye and Verratti. At least one must be really good at defense, like Gueye, like Kante, like Casemiro, whatever, call them all. But one must be really defensive, and the other one must be more like a playmaker or maybe like a box-to-box player. But both are going to play really defensive. I'm going to show you that later in the instructions. Then we have Hakimi and Bernard on the sides. Neymar is the central attacking midfielder, really good dribbler, good passer, good at finishing, so he must do it all. And then we have Messi and we have Mbappe. Mbappe is the fast striker that is going to make the runs, and Messi, he is just Messi. You can also use other strikers, of course, but it must be one that is really good at dribbling and passing. And he doesn't have to be really fast, but yeah, it would be nice if he is, of course, but it's not really necessary. Mbappe is the fast striker of the 2. So that's why I'm using these players. Then we are going to the tactics. What I choose is pressure on heavy touch. You can also do press after you lost the ball. You can choose both, in my opinion, but I choose pressure on heavy touch in this one. The width 40, because it's already a pretty wide formation with the left and the right midfielder, and also the 3 center backs. If you're putting it wide and the center backs are really wide from each other and there are coming gaps between your defense, that's not what you want. So pretty small with 40 and the depth on 60, so you're playing really high on the pitch when you lose the ball. With the pressure on heavy touch, when your opponent is in a bit of trouble, you're really high on the pitch, and you have lots of players with the 2 strikers, 1 central attacking midfielder, left and a right midfielder. So it's a really good formation to play some pressure football, in my opinion. Then the build-up play, I choose balanced with chance creation on direct passing. The width 60, because else the midfielders will be really close to each other, and that's not what you want, so a bit wider. So there was my mic going. So a bit wider, so you have more space to play the ball around. And then we have the strikers. Yeah, that are making the runs, of course. All right, then we're going to the instructions. Really important. Mbappe on get in behind and on, not on stay central, on drift wide. So he can go to the left, he can go to the right and create space with his runs. Sometimes he's taking the center back with him. And then there is more space for Neymar and Messi to be there and play the ball around. Messi is just on stay central. Neymar is just default. Then we have Hakimi. The only thing that I changed on Hakimi is come back on defense. The same for Bernat. Come back on defense because you're not playing with left and right defender, so they need to come back to defend. Verratti, what I do, only thing is cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking. No, not the cut passing lanes. Just stay back while attacking for both. Also cover wing. So when Hakimi is attacking and you lose the ball, Gaye, the right defensive midfielder, will go to the right to defend and cover up that space. The same for Verratti, will do that on the left side. And then we have Kimpembe, and there are some other things that I changed. I never used this before, but the step up. What this do is step up and mark opposing attackers tighter when they are free to receive a pass. And I didn't change this before, so this was the first time for me when I was playing with this instruction, and I really love this because it's harder for your opponent to pass the ball to his striker and turn around, set up his attack. So I choose on Marquinhos and on Kimpembe step up, and Ramos just default. And then we also have this attacking support overlap. I also didn't use that before, but also on Marquinhos and Kimpembe, the overlap run type, and I'm gonna show you later why. Well, here are some examples from the match that I was playing, and here you can see from the kickoff what the team is doing. Here you can see the players. This is Hakimi, Marquinhos, Ramos, Kimpembe and Bernat. They are just standing there, and this is really important because I really hate the kickoff glitch, as they called it. The kickoff glitch is that your players are not responding to the runs that your opponent is making. They are just standing there and do nothing. And when there are 5 players on the back, it's really hard for your opponent to get through there. You also have Gaye and you have Verratti here. I'm choosing to defend this guy with Verratti. So there are 5 other players there to catch up this player, and it's really necessary. So this is the kind of thing that I was talking about that will give you some results. All right, then we're going further in the match. He's playing the ball around with Gaye. I'm trying to defend now, see what he is going to do. This is the first time that I'm playing against this guy, I guess, so I don't know how he is playing, what he will exactly do. And as you can see, so many defenders here, and he's trying to do a shot, a finesse shot. I don't know why, but yeah, it's easy for the defenders to block the ball. All right, then I lose the ball with Messi, and then you can see Verratti, Gaye. I have Gaye, so I try to fill up this space so he cannot pass it to there. Verratti is pushing some pressure on him, and he is passing the ball, and Marquinhos is really easy for him to pick up the ball. Then I'm passing to Neymar to Messi. Here you can see attacking wise why this is a good formation. We have Bernat here, we have Hakimi here, we have Mbappe, we have Messi, and here this is Neymar, I think, and Verratti is also making this run. So you have plenty of options here, lots of players to choose to do whatever you want in the attack. So let's see what we are going to do. I'm losing the ball, that's my fault, but there is lots to do. And this is really important. I lost the ball. This is Verratti, and this is what the cover wing is doing. He is making the run to this side because there's no one, as you can see on the radar, on this side for me. So there's a wide open gap for my opponent to counterattack. So you need to keep that in mind, that it is possible that you will be counter-attacked, but maybe it needs some time to practice. But Verratti is doing his best to fill up that space, and he needs to go to the middle and then choose the pass to the striker, and then there is Ramos to save us, and we have the ball. All right, then next situation, I'm trying to defend here with Hakimi. We have the ball, try to pass it, not a really good pass from me. Then he's trying to go in there, but as you can see, lots of players to catch up, and there it is, Kimpembe. And now we can set up a counter attack with the fast players that we have, with Mbappe, Neymar, and there is Bernat. Bernat with an awful pass, my fault of course, so we need to defend again. And as you can see, there are lots and lots of defenders here, so it's really hard for my opponent to set up an attack. And Ramos can get it, and now we can get forward. Mbappe to Bernat. Bernat and Hakimi are making lots and lots of meters in here. Good pass from Messi to Mbappe, and we are scoring the first goal. All right, then Ramos with the throw in. Verratti, Neymar, Gaye, Messi, Neymar, and you can see there are plenty of options to pass the ball around. Bernat is here. You can do a cross, you can go into the box. I choose for the last one. A bit lucky that that was not going out of bounds, but we're scoring it. An easy goal. Then we have Messi here, Mbappe trying to make some space, but my opponent was not falling for that. And then you can see here we have the three defenders. We have Gaye here, we have Verratti. Bernat is already back. Hakimi is coming back. So I lost the ball, but it's still not really easy for my opponent to set up a counter attack. Then Hakimi is already attacking again, and we can score and set up a goal. Then this is really important for the overlap thing instruction that we did on Kimpembe and on Marquinhos. This is a perfect example from what this is doing. I'm passing the ball to Bernat. As you can see here, I choose to go inside with Bernat, and I wanted to pass the ball to Verratti. I'm going inside, running inside. I wanted to pass it to him. Kimpembe is recognizing the situation. What he is doing, he's making a run, an overlap run to the side of the field. So he's an extra option to play the ball to him. And now maybe Kimpembe is not really the player to do that, but it is an option, so you can receive the ball. So I tried to pass to Verratti. The pass is awful, but you saw Kimpembe making the run. So that can be an extra option for you when you are attacking. But now I lost the ball, and there is a really dangerous situation. My opponent can counter attack here, but he's screwing it up. Great save from Donnarumma. And we can counter attack now ourselves. There is Mbappe making a wide run because he has to drift wide. If you have him on stay central, he will only make runs forward straight to the goal, not going into the space or whatever. Drift wide is really amazing for at least one of your strikers, so he's creating the space. And then we have a finesse shot. Too bad, it's hitting the bar, no goal. All right, then we are receiving a goal against here because I was playing a bit too easy. I was feeling too comfortable, and it looks a bit like the goal that Real scored in real life when Donnarumma lost the ball. And this was exactly one day after that match, so I had some flashbacks from the day before when I was watching that match. So I thought, well, we're not going to lose this. Just one moment of concentration loss. All right, then let's see what we have here. We are defending here with lots and lots of players, of course. So it's really hard for my opponent to get the ball, and we were easy to get the ball. But there was something from this why I choose this. Oh yeah, this is it. This is what the step up is doing. Look at Marquinhos. Look at Marquinhos. He is staying in line with the defenders, what the defenders normally do. But with this step up, you can see it. Here's the step. You see, he's doing just 2 steps to Benzema. The other ones are just running back, because for Kimpembe there is no one to step up, and Ramos, he just doesn't have the setting, so he's just staying there. But Marquinhos is making the step up, so he's a bit closer to Benzema than normally. And for Benzema now, it's really hard to turn and pass the ball to Camavinga or to Vinicius Jr., the only way that he can go is back. So he's doing that because Marquinhos was making the step up, Verratti is here, Gueye is here. So it's a perfect instruction, in my opinion, for some formations. Not for all formations, but for this one, it's really amazing. All right, then the next situation, Benzema on the ball. I need to defend here. Kimpembe is doing a good job. Ramos is doing a good job. Then we have Bernat to Mbappe, and there it is. Neymar with a good run forward. It's like a counter-attack. So you can also counter-attack with this formation and scoring a goal. So now I'm just gonna show you the goals that I scored, and as you can see, Bernat is getting really tired. 75 minutes of playing, so maybe you need to replace him with Mendes or with Di Maria, and maybe the same for Hakimi. He will be tired as well because these guys are going forward, going back all the time. They're constantly in sprints forwards and back, so it's really logic that they are tired after 75 minutes of playing, so you can replace them if you want. But Hakimi is here on the ball, just running forward, crossing the ball to Mbappe, and there it is, 6-1, and my opponent is going to quit. All right, this is for me the way to play the 3-5-2 formation, and maybe the overlap instruction on the center backs on Marquinhos and Kimpembe are not really necessary. Maybe if you are playing Ultimate Team and you are playing with fullbacks as center backs, some people are doing that, and you have really good passing and really fast players on the center back, then it's really a good thing to put them on overlap. But it will take some practice, I think, to use it the correct way. So keep that in mind. Maybe it's not working immediately when you're using it, and maybe you need to practice it a bit. All right, but if you don't like to use that, you can put that just on standard and not on overlap. All right, by saying all of this, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from this, and hopefully we will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.